Looking for royalty-free music? Discover
Looking for royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Get the safest music.
Got you, babe. I got you with the alarm. I got you with the alarm. Have a good day. Drive safe.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, Andre? Oh shit, Andre. Okay, looking ripped, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. All right, we about to get right on into this. Let's see what's going on today. You sturdy or nice? You sturdy, looking cleaner. I'm gonna mark this up. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mark up the previous day's highs and lows. Looks like the previous day's low is already ran through, so that's something to keep in mind. Could be a potential chance that we might go lower, but the way it's looking, looks like it was a potential false break scenario, so I'm going to be keeping that in mind. I'm going to get the A's session range also. Get that real quick. It's the second of the Asian range. Technically, this where the gap is. But we're currently filling in this gap too. So hold on. Right here is where the gap got filled. And yeah, that's where we're rejecting. So I'm going to keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my fib from this previous day's high and this low down here. And I'm going to also get the 12 AM open real quick. Right there before I forget. Now that I have that, let me pull my fib from that previous day's high to this low down here. And I'm going to see if there's potential retracement prices coming into. And we currently are. Okay, so that's one confirmation right now. After clearing this Asian session high, we're filling in this fair value gap. And is there any order blocks within here? Tapping into right here. Got this 4-hour bearish order block right here. Yeah, price is looking like it could potentially be going bearish. That's based off of what I'm seeing right now. We'll see though. See how price respects these levels. But in my opinion, I think price is going to be going lower today, especially from this area. If we continue, or if we engulf right here, then more than likely price is going to make a run for these lows all the way down here, and then run back to this previous day's low. That's only what I'm expecting as of right now for a bearish case scenario. We're above the 12 AM open also. Just traded in the 33,500 big figure level. I think there's a good chance price is probably going to drop off from here, especially if we start closing below 33,500. From there, you could potentially look for, damn, 98 points. Shit. Lower time frame. How far is it to this high? 65. I don't know. We'll see. But especially since we just filled in this gap right here, I think there's a high chance that we might use it as a form of potential like resistance. In this case, I'm gonna just make this say blue so I know what it is. Filled in this gap, cleared the Asian session high. After we cleared the Asian session high, we tapped into this fib short along with that 4-hour order block, and now we're starting to reject. Also trading into that 33,500 level. I think there's a good chance price might potentially try to go short. There's no news today. We'll see what price tries to do. 33,200 is more than likely going to be an area where you would want to get some of the position out, and then 33,000 next after we clear these lows more than likely. But we'll see. Price could maybe come a little bit higher, tap into 33,600 before really falling down any lower, but only time will tell. We will see. Let's look at NAS. I'm just mark it up while I'm here also. So the previous day's highs and previous day's lows. Previous day's high. Oop, just like that. Get the previous day's low. 12 AM open. Right here. Asian session range is not supposed to be there. All right, this Asian session range indicator do not be working. All right, let's go right here. 18 looks like the same thing as US 30. So we're doing something similar. It looks like we just filled in this gap also on here. We're not rejecting as cleanly as we were on US 30, but nonetheless, we still cleared it. Cleared the Asian session high above the 12 AM open. So I'm going to use my fib on the previous day's high also to this low during the Asian session because that's the previous day's low. Draw my fib from there. And we're approaching that same potential level. Let's see if there's any higher time frame order blocks within that level also. Same thing, we have this 4-hour bearish order block right here at our fib short. Just like that. Price is making his run for it right now. Where is that in price? That is at 13,800. So yeah, 13,800 might be the next target for NAS100. Keep pushing, clear these highs to the left, and then look for a potential reversal point at that point. But we will see. We will see. Hmm. London session so far made the low of the day on both pairs, so that's something I'm going to be keeping in mind for potential continuation. But nonetheless, I'm not taking any live trades today, regardless. So we'll see what happens. Everything's just gonna be paper traded.
Well, the only way I'm gonna take this short is if the price goes up a little higher. Like if you go with all your markups to the daily, you can see that it still kind of needs to fill a little bit. Maybe you could just
Yeah, daily's looking bullish in my opinion. Okay, bullish as fuck. It did everything I was expecting. Made a run down, tapped into these levels, holding above 13,700, and it's closing bullish. Still got 7 hours, but still, I see this going higher. The only way I would look for a buy is if we get a retracement of these London lows. So from that low, from this low, I would be looking for a potential retracement at that point. But I would need it to start to create a form of resistance. US30 is in the area that I would be wanting to sell now. Here's the ideal area around this 33,500 level. Might come a little bit higher, but ideally 33,500 is where I think price is most likely gonna give the best potential entry from. But if you get in here, you would at least have 100-point stop at minimum, or maybe even more, getting it above the high.
yeah, it's still kind of risky.
What time is it?
More risky because it's more of
9:23.
Wider stop.
It's not necessarily more risky. It's just less risk reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Got about 10 minutes till it open. Not even, about 6. Let's try to see. Let's see. This gap. Where's the 50% of this order block? Around there, 79. Yeah, I think there's a chance price might even push into there. Or if I were to go short, how high up is 100 points?
Points right there.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get in this paper trade idea in anticipation that's gonna go short. 100-point stop loss above the order block ideally. We'll see. See how this plays out. NAS is also rejecting after stepping to 62%. I do think NAS could potentially come a little bit higher, clear this high though.
Yeah, it needs to get to that at least 79% fib level.
No, it doesn't have to. It could. Don't got to though.
Well, for me to enter, it needs to because
Yeah.
I need to for my first trade on in I need to at least have a really good setup.
Let's see how US30 plays out. or do my trades when there's news events just for the volume. But we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we're gonna see how it reacts with this 50% of the order block. If it doesn't start to reject from there, then more than likely it's probably gonna keep on pushing higher. But that's why I have it ideally 100 points, trying to have it above this order block. Oh, did that shit backwards.
That fair value gap that it created during Asian, isn't that technically an order block now? Or does it need to play out a little longer in the day? Like maybe tomorrow it'll be classified as an order block.
What? Where? Where's for value gap?
On NOS 100,
Where though? What time frame?
I'm looking at like the 30-minute, and it's just that whole expansion downwards from like where that whole Asian session range would be, just kind of like.
I personally wouldn't count that. It probably is, but there's a gap after it. It was already at these lows. Me personally, I wouldn't use it. And look how price is already about to clear that high. So even if you did use it, probably would have got stopped out.
Okay, I'm just curious. This is just another idea.
Yeah, U30 looks like it's playing out shortly. We'll see. I want us to get below 3,500 at least. So.
So I unlocked some hidden secrets with the working out. Oh, there you go. Hopefully it stays down there now.
Maybe.
Ooh.
But what were you saying?
Oh, but I worked out. I worked out with this trainer. He got a free training, and he showed me his workout routine. And it's like I don't work out the same thing every week. What I do is I break it up into months. He goes weeks. First week I do like pulleys. Second week I do like back stuff, so like the muscles going backwards, so like having weights and then doing like reverse flies, holding it. Like he goes all those muscles in the back, calves, hamstrings, glutes, everything in the back focuses on it, like neck, back, shoulders. He goes the third week he does like weights, and then fourth week it's like I forgot what he said on that fourth week, plyometrics plus like athletic training. But so he's like doing like jumps, more jumps and stuff on that fourth week, and then he just cycles over again.
So yeah, I have a trainer. I stopped paying it though. I have like 2-3 more sessions. I just did it for the workouts, honestly.
It's a good experience, huh? Did it too, man, about 4 or 5 years ago. Got a trainer for a year, and I thought it was a great investment.
Yeah, it's good to have. We about to hit TP1. We'll see how it plays out. What's Nas doing? Nas is still pushing a little bit. You said you almost got an engulfing. 30-minute engulfing. 30-minute doji. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good entry for the short side. Yeah, look, so many times they'll come so close to TP1 and miss it by nothing. Like that ain't even. This is like 3 pips. 20, I guess. Goddamn. Shit. Want that TP1. Hit that TP1, boy. Get my phone about to check. There we go. All right, we got TP1 hit. All right, at this point, can break even. Up 1-1. It's a little bit close still, but regardless. 1-1 break even, 1-2 partial, and then runner for 1-3s and up. If anything, ideally a 1-3 might be a little bit more ideal, because if we clear this low, it could be a high chance that we'll continue going lower. Damn, should have took the live trade. Well, it is what it is. Nice. Yeah, Nash is looking like it's about to drop. Get this TP2.
I was trying to enter at the wick on.
I thought you were gonna wait.
My NOS trade.
Yeah, I thought you was waiting to 800.
It started creating resistance at that 70%, and then it had a big long candle, and then as soon as it couldn't break and it started showing weakness, that's when I hit the sell button. But then on that first trade on FTMO, you have to hit the agreements. So it went down about 50 more pips from where I hit the button, but then it didn't really. But I still got a good entry.
Yeah, just be mindful of keeping your word sometimes, because if it goes to that 800 level now, you're gonna wish you waited. It could keep going lower though, especially if it follows US30, but you never know. It got like this gap in between the order block too.
Yeah.
What level is this? 700. Yeah, I would want it to just wait, see how it reacts, getting above or below 700 level. Come on, get that TP2, boy. Yeah, it's stress-free, brain. Being in no trades. I don't even gotta worry about shit.
I'm not really worried, buddy. The alert. Well, I don't even have to look at the charts anymore today. I have the alert set to what I need to do when they get certain TPs. I just want to be here though, just kind of.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I'm in the market.
I just peed. Y'all can see my phone. That's funny. I didn't even realize my phone was connected. Well, y'all can see my DMs. Look at all these bitches.
Bro, I was like, hey, Andre. Analysis, hey.
You said what?
I was like, throw out the weekly analysis. That was really good too.
Yeah, it's nice little weekly analysis. So far, it all played out kind of to expected. A little became a little bit lower, but nonetheless, if you're looking on the daily, it's all just a wick. So Same thing, essentially. All right, TP2. At this point, would have took a little partial, but in this case, I probably just gonna wait for it to come a little bit lower. In this case, where I would have took a partial.
Boom.
That was a fast 200 points.
Hey, congratulations, Andre. That happened in like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, about 10, 11 minutes. Yeah, and that's still failing to close below 13,700. You're getting a little rejection now, so I ideally probably would have took something here. In this case, I'm gonna just say ideally move my stop loss to TP1, just to say secure risk, hypothetically. So regardless what can happen after this paper trade, I made 1% if it doesn't keep on coming lower. Because I ideally want it to come to this TP3 to where I'm gonna take a partial. Just playing it like a regular trade setup. What happened to my fucking songs? What happened to songs? It's my music. There we go. Yeah, see, it looks like it's about to reach for the 800 level. Yeah, we'll see. It's still clearing this high. Could go higher, could go lower. Who knows? Because it starts to tap that order block. But like I said, depending on if it closes below 13,700 or above, it'll tell you a lot.
For royalty-free music,
But yeah, we keep
discover
going lower.
Sound.
On these
Get the
ads
safest
are.
music subscription for content creators.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just leave this to where I originally was for when I take the screenshot. Right here. Yeah, come on, clear these lows. Clear the lows. Once we clear the lows, that's where I take a partial at about, how many pips is that? How many? This is maybe about 270. So yeah, I'll take some off, make 2% with being able to leave a runner. Come on, let's get that TP3, clear them lows. Yeah, we getting some rejection in here. Now this is where I use this high and that London low to see if there's gonna be potential London continuation move. So let's see. We're at that 38.20% level, so we might see an upside. And if we see upside here, Nas might come and tap that 800 level if it doesn't keep falling. We got this level rejection with what, a 15-minute, 30-minute bullish order block right here. 50% of the Asian range. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for both sides of this setup right now. About to get a 5-minute engulfing. Yeah, we about to push a little higher. Ideally, TP2 would have got hit, but I'm wanting it to wait for these lows to get cleared. In this case, probably just would have get stopped out at TP1 if my stop loss was here. Just get below this low and I'm out the trade.
I'm all talking, bro.
Huh?
I was all talking on mute, but I was like, since my TP one of these lows are great or go under, and to TP1, I'm moving stop loss to break even, bro. And if that's the trade I took, it is what it is. I'll be back tomorrow, Drew.
Yep, that's the process. Oh, get to TP3, man.
You're already at TP3.
There we go. Clear them lows. Come on.
That's one for me, bro. I'm moving stop loss.
On. 20 more points.
Bro, that's a pretty good entry. I missed it because of the fucking first trade on FTMO. I gotta be aware of that next time. Sure, fact, 100%. Don't forget.
Come on. Like 30 more pumps. 30, 40. Oh.
Do you know what Om?
You said what?
You know that, like when people say Amen, like
Amen? Yeah.
it comes from Om, saying Om. They got it from that because of the vocals. It actually is linked up.
Clear the lows. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Finally.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I ain't really into none of that religious stuff, honestly.
Not religious, bro. That's universal law, and then religion has converted it to or their thing.
In my opinion, religion is just created to make certain groups of people do certain things. If you think about it, there's not one proof of existence of anything besides us. That's all I go off of. It could be real, could not, but I'm going off of what I have, and from what I have, ain't no reason for me to believe it. That's how I look at it. It's always good to have something to believe in, but at the end of the day, that just comes to believing in yourself. When people believe in God, they're really just like praying. They're just putting the words into existence, putting it in their own head. And then when they make it happen, they say, oh, it was God. When in reality, it was just you.
Well, God is once you get to a certain level of understanding, it's the person in that mirror because the world is just a mirror. Once you understand that person on the opposite side of you, and nothing can stop that person, then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just you at the end of the day. That's why I don't really take a part in religion, praying, and none of that.
wow.
Because if you think about it, just talking to yourself in your head's technically, I guess, praying.
Yeah, facts. Okay, I didn't even think of that. Big facts. That's
It's all the same thing.
praying is dreaming. I guess maybe they never thought of that.
I'll get that TP3 farm.
Fair word. That makes sense, man.
Yeah, it's a nice little day. At this point, partials would have been taken, break even. Just would have let the rest do. But this is a nice little clean day. These why the reversals are better patterns to catch because they tend to have more downside. If you look at it on the 15-minute, a nice little wick catch. Yeah, that was a nice little movement.
So Andre, you're saying on a daily, you think prices already tapped into that bearish order block plenty of times for it to, because it didn't create a new lower low. We started holding a higher high. That this probably is going to be around where the lows are, and then it's going to start creeping up backwards, upwards.
Yeah, it could. It all depends though.
Candles form and the story's playing out. Like I see where you're talking about that breaker block.
Damn, bro, I need to. He's signing to my other YouTube channel. Goddamn, I need YouTube Premium on this bitch. But now, what were you saying?
I'm just starting. I'm getting better at reading the story, bro. You know, it's just.
That's what it all is, bro. Just reading the story. What's going on?
But most of it is just like you're like a sea captain, bro. You've already done your training. You've done your.
I'm training right now. I'm not even in real trades. I'm still training.
But you trained with like ICT and you already got the roadmap now, and
That's just the learning. That's not the training. That's the learning. The training comes by yourself when you're actually doing the trades, live time, actually executing, putting it to work. That's when that's all the training.
Yeah. Well, what I was trying to say is that like you not only learned it, but you're doing the experiences, and now you're at the point where you're able to train, be the captain, and train other people.
Yeah.
That's where I'm just like, damn, you know what? Like, I kind of aspire to your patience, bro.
Shit, I'm not patient. I'm better than I was, but shit.
You're better than I am, and all I can do is just look to be better. Like, hang out with people who are doing better than me, because I don't really do that. Like, I'm probably me and my brother are probably. Like, everybody does pretty good, but you know what I mean, like hustling.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just trying to get this TP3 hit, man. Come on, 33,200 is right there. That's 62% TP3. It's all right there, the general area. Yeah, nice slow trade. Nash is gonna experience some turmoil getting past this low though, so we'll see how US30 does too at this low, because it's struggling to go after it cleared it. Come on, TP3. We're gonna see some turmoil as expected. Yeah, at this point, I would have took a partial though, so whatever happens, happens.
At that 38% retracement, it took off half of the trade, so it was only at TP1, but now it's just a runner.
Well, you took your partial already?
Well, it went to TP1 on NAS, and I was like, I'm gonna secure something here, just so that.
Be careful though, this shit. It still got a lot to go. Cause if you look at NAS compared to US30, NAS barely moved.
My TP is now set at 13,550 on the charts that I'm looking at, which is the lows of the Asian, pretty close to that, right above the Asian session low. So
shit, I'll be looking to take a. You already took your partial though. Yeah, you just leave it at this point though.
It's just my first trade, bro. I wanted to secure something, give me.
Yeah, I feel you. Just remember, stick to the process though. Don't defy for the challenge. You're supposed to be trading regardless. The account, it's the same way.
Exiting the chart, bro, because my alerts are set. I feel it. Bro, just looking at the chart. I'm gonna make your screen bigger too.
On CP3.
Hey.
It's right there. Come on, boy. Or 200. 200 would be a great entry at that point. If anyone took this trade, you should be all out at that point. Had the same sell, but cut it early. Be back tomorrow. It's all good, bro. It's only Monday. Preach. Facts. Amen was also a sun god around Egyptian times. See, that's another reason why I don't like a lot of stuff. Because if you think about it, like the Bible's man-made. And you know how long it's been around? Thousands upon thousands. You telling me the same original copy has been around for that long? Nah.
The thing with the Egyptians, though, they're just man too, who had the king and pharaoh mindset, who used the universal laws of attraction to then manipulate society of that time. Because we have a society of our own, and we're manipulated because we're all go to work, do your job, and then fight and then do differently. Some of us don't have that confidence up front, so we have to use the laws of attraction to learn how to reprogram from our conditioning, whatever you want to call it, domestication of us from our parents, teachers, society, to be in that hungry wolf mindset sometimes, man, because sometimes being a sheep is how we're programmed.
That's how majority of them are programmed. Majority of the world works 9 to 5, doesn't have money saved, follow the news. That's why I don't watch the news. I'm not into religion. I don't do none of that. I'm just doing my own thing, doing what needs to get done. And that's about it. See, that's why I said you should have just kept this, my boy. You were in good standing. I feel you though. It's only the first trade.
Yeah, I'm waiting for TP. It has to go all the way now to my TP4 for me to really just not really.
If I were you though, I wouldn't hold it to the Asian session level. I would get out before then. But it's only a runner, so it depends how big your lot size is. If it runs all the way down there and it's not even like a 1% trade, then at that point, yeah, you could just let it run forever at that point. But if it's like big enough to where you can get off another 1% before it gets that low, I would personally do it.
Good thought.
It just depends how big your lot size is. Only you know though. Yeah, this is why we target lows. Look at this shit. False break. Immediately starts trading right above it after it cleared the low. Smart TPs.
Honestly, bro, the moment I knew I was gonna start trading with you is when I was in New Mexico and you had went on vacation and you were driving in the back of a golf cart, just chilling, and I was like,
oh yeah, Mexico. Mexico was thorough. Cancun. I'm trying to go back this summer. Nah, I like that though, because when I was down there, I would wake up before everyone. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna read something. Yeah, I'm a Catholic and I don't even believe it. I lost faith a long time ago. Think of the story of the burning bush. If that happened today, you would be locked up in a mental hospital. I feel you.
What you're trying to, people are gonna make up stories for whatever to their dream, the reality. What you're supposed to do is take the actual very base power fundamental of it and then use it to your advantage. Not
Yeah, all it is like is just a belief. That's really all everything is all the Muslim, Catholic. It's just all beliefs to make you do specific things, live a certain way of life, all of that stuff.
Yeah, the commandments are a set of agreements, set of beliefs. Thou shalt not kill. You know, you can easily kill. Anybody can kill. Thou shalt not kill. Anybody can easily steal. Then it's like when you say thou shalt, it's an affirmation of the highest magic power. It's the I am. Thou shalt. When you say it with your vocal cords, your diaphragm, your chest, your mind, thou shalt. That becomes powerful. That becomes reality. You know, so.
Yeah, another thing was like
that's powerful, man. Don't say that shit. Never ever say that.
I feel like I don't know. In my opinion, words are words. It's just the actions that really are important. Cause we can say anything, but just because you say it don't mean it's gonna happen. A dream without action is just a wish.
Yeah, it's just.
And I remember another thing I heard somewhere. Like, did you know, like back in like the 1950s, 1850s, whatever? I think 1850s. Back around like slavery and time, the slaves, they didn't even choose to read the Bible. It was given to them by like the slave masters. So if you really think about it, was it really even their choice to become religious? It really wasn't. It was just, it happened, and over time it just became something that the majority were doing, and it just became normal. Yeah, that's why I just stick to myself. I don't care about none of their religion. I just believe what I believe.
And that's the best thing to do, honestly, big dog.
Yeah, like I'm glad my parents, even my dad, he was like, I never wanted to force religion upon you, because I should be able to believe what I want to believe. Because he doesn't really believe in this stuff either. And it just so happened that I ended up the same way. And he never like told me to believe or not believe, and it was up to me what I ended up doing.
Here's a crazy concept, bro, that I kind of been thinking about. So, you know how everyone talks about time travel, right?
Yeah.
How, okay, well, I don't believe in it. Well, the part that for technology and stuff.
I don't believe in it now, but the thing is, if the idea is already here, at some point it will be made then. That's like the fucked up thing. Cause like if it is real, it already exists. You get what I'm saying?
You are here today in your present self-aware self with your physical 3D body, your mind. Close your eyes, you'll still have your mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You came from two different blueprints, your mom and your dad. A piece of when we exist, it's nature's way to document our moments by putting that into our DNA. That's how it's blueprinted. If you and I have an agreement, we scribble some scratch on paper and we agree to it, right? Same thing with our DNA. That's nature's way of just kind of blueprint. So technically, you already existed before you even existed, because you were half your mom and half your dad, and not just in awareness. It's more of like you existed as your mom and as your dad, and as they came together, they created you. Not only did you exist in two separate parts before you even existed, you carry the blueprint for your children with another person. But when that person is created, they already had existed, and then you will exist into the future.
Where you get stopped out or TP2? Yeah, that's TP2. Yeah, look, it's having the next candle. Cause the reason I tell you to hold is because you should look at like the 30-minute, hour perspective. Like it was still a lot of room. Hey, lessons learned. Fuck it.
You're right, dude. I didn't even not clock out. Switch out to 1 hour. I was on the 15-minute.
Yeah, I feel you though. It's your first trade. At least you have a cushion now. How much were you risking?
1%, 50 points.
Alright. So you took off 1% then, basically. Yeah, that's good. Next trade, in my opinion, cut the lot down half, and just now you have 2 trade potential to lose. All right, TP3 hit, nice 300 points. Yes, sir. At this point, I would have took majority of it off and just left the runner. So, just like that. Nice little paper trade. I didn't take this trade on any account, but it was just a paper trade. I wrote down yesterday because I was looking at all the news events, and I was like, I might as well just trade the days where it's more than likely going to be the most volume. Even though today was a good trade opportunity, is what it is. But I left a note on my keyboard. No trades, paper trade only today. So mission complete. Mission complete.
I seen it on your Instagram or on the Telegram. You were like, no trades. So I was like, okay, well, Andre sees something.
Not that I ain't see nothing. It was just more or less, I'm just going to stick to what is more likely to happen. Not more likely to happen, but one is volume more than likely going to be in here. Because if I just take Monday off, there's still going to be news. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's like 4 days of work. I had a day off. But we about to tap into 33,200, 62%. At this point, if anyone got in this trade, this is where you would want to take majority of off. 62%. Big figure level. And after we clear the lows below the 12 a.m. open, yeah, I would take some off here. And now we're going to look at the same thing over here with this potential retracement for London continuation. Even though I don't think we're going to get a London continuation today, it's always good to make sure you know where you are. And as you can see, we're coming into those levels along with the 50% of the Asian range more than likely. If I get the 50%. Yes, sir. This area right in here. So we'll see how it respects it. But 33,200 is ideally going to be the last level for this. We'll see how it all plays out. Yeah, nice little trade though. Nice little daily trade. I wish I would have took it. That would have been a 1-3, but hey, opportunities every day.
Getting an alert where my entry is. This is loss activated at free.
What's your lot size right now? What's your lot size right now?
0.1.
0.001, so like small as possible.
0.1.
Oh, so you have 10. So yeah, it's the smallest end. Yeah, you might as well leave it on there, man. Even if it goes to like TP fucking 10, seems like 1%.
Yeah, let that runner run. I took a little bit more off at these lows right here, right at TP2. Just that's how I got to my 0.1. So I took okay, on the actual chart, I'll just screenshot it and put it in the Telegram group.
I need to like, I don't know, this stand is so weird. This, you still hear me? Like, do I sound the same right here as I did before? No? Yeah, cause it's like, right here it's gonna be way different.
Better.
This is like weird positioning cause I cover my whole iPad. God damn.
Can you hang it from the ceiling, mount it to the ceiling, and then just drop it down?
Nah,
and
it's
then
like
drop
it's like a desk mount.
Okay, okay.
I don't know. Fuck it. I'll just keep it low. It's just blocking my iPad. That's why I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Can't even see the Telegram chat. Gotta like go over.
Hook it up to a backpack, bro.
You know, you could take off your trade things. So if you go to settings on MetaTrader, you could take off your trade history, so it doesn't keep those arrows all the time.
I kind of like it, so because it keeps it keeps me visually in check of, like, hey, these were the trades. I'm not,
Yeah, I like having it off. I like a clean chart. Personally.
I actually need to mess with MetaTrader. I never really mess with the settings.
No, you ain't even. You still got the default chart.
Yeah.
I like my white and blue. I'm gonna use white and blue for a while. White, blue, and black. That's just what I like.
Actually, dude, I've been so fucking.
Yeah, once we get to this 13,500, a lot of people should get out there. Orders. Yeah, US30, but just everything here is a learning experience. Pay attention to how price reacts after clearing these lows. But pay attention. We came up, cleared ASIN session high. That's buy side liquidity. Came down, took sell side liquidity. Now, if it's bullish after we tap this 62%, where's it gonna go? More than likely buy side liquidity, which is above this high, and that will be an overall London continuation. But if it's gonna keep searching for sell side, then it's gonna run these London lows down here and come to 33,000. But in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna do that. I feel like we have more of a chance to continue going higher. Everything is bearish though, so I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. Because on NAS 100, we are filling in this gap right here, coming filling this fair value gap. So there is a chance we could potentially keep going higher. So we'll see. Now, what time is it? 10:06. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. I'm already out, done and dusted. Trade idea played out. We're about to get an engulfing, so price is likely to start showing a sign of a retracement at this point. Same thing with NAS. After it's happened to 62%, price is likely to have a retracement. So we'll see how that all plays out. But I'm done here. I ain't take no trades. Mission complete. On to the next. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna skadoosh. They're all most likely gonna go up right now. That's my thoughts here. I'm gonna just leave like a line where I am in price. So when I come back later, I can see how far it moved up or down from this direction. But I'm bullish from where we are currently. Same thing with NAS. I'm gonna just put in line, just put where I think it's gonna go. So when I come back later, I can see if it played out and where I was at when I said it was gonna play out. So we'll see. That's really it. So if everyone enjoyed this, make sure this camera angle's like fucking my head up. What the fuck? It's like I moved my. Alright, that's cool. Fuck it, shit, whatever. Oh yeah, look at that price action. Look at that. Look at that price action. But I'm gonna end it off here. If you all enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you aren't already, make sure you join the Telegram, which is in the description. I sent this trade live. I sent it at 9:30. TP1 got hit at 9:33. TP2 got hit at 9:37. That was a 7 minute, 7 minutes, 200 points. And then we cleared the lows at 9:45, and then TP3 got hit at 10 o'clock. So about 30 minutes for 300 points. That's pretty good. That's a 1 to 3. What it took people. Fucking imagine people day trading risking 1%. God damn. That TP1 takes fucking hours to get hit. And we had that in 30 minutes. So 30-minute trade. Done and dusted. I'm gonna leave it off here. We'll see what happens. I'll be back tomorrow. We got news tomorrow at 8:30. So we'll see how that plays out. But nonetheless, I'm done here. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you stay motivated by fear of being average. Martin, you have anything to say? Before I end it off.
Motivated by the fear of being average, guys. I live by what Andre says. He's a good role model. Follow him and like, comment, and subscribe, and follow, guys, because we're all eating in the Telegram group.
Of course. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later, Martin. Everyone be safe, stay productive, and I'll see you all later.